Thank you for joining Drug Free Workplace PA. Today we will be talking about community reinforcement and family training, how to talk to your kids about anything, how to listen to your kids, and what to do if you suspect your child is using drugs or alcohol. And we will have some resources for you at the end of the education. Community reinforcement and family training teaches family and friends strategies to help their loved one change themselves for the better, while helping the family to heal. Craft changes the way the family interacts with a loved one who is misusing substances. Craft helps families move their loved one toward treatment when he or she is using substances and refuses to get help. Craft reduces the loved one's alcohol and drug use whether or not he or she has engaged in any type of treatment to this point. Craft improves the lives of the people concerned with a family or friend who is misusing drugs or alcohol. It is a skills-based program that impacts families in multiple areas of their lives, including self-care, enjoyable activities, problem solving, and goal setting. Craft also addresses the loved one's resistance to change. Craft teaches families strategies for interacting with their loved one who is misusing drugs and or alcohol, and teaches the power of positive reinforcement for positive behavior and how to use positive communication skills to improve interactions. Substance use by teens and young people has immediate risks, which can easily cause long term problems. Better communication will help you help your child. To keep conversations ongoing and current with your kids regarding substance use or anything you deem of value, use love skills, listening, offering, validating, and empathy. Love using the or skills of open-ended questions, affirmations, reflective listening, and summaries. It's not something a parent does just because it is nice. Both are based on practiced motivational interviewing, which is a tested and proven way to communicate effectively. Open-ended questions make it possible to share information and keep the conversation going. Questions that care for more thought and elaboration are less likely to be answered with one word answers. Open ended questions invite description, giving you more to listen to and learn from. They also set a collaborative tone as they communicate more interest in the other person's point of view. Closed questions are not bad per se, but they are less likely to keep a conversation going. Remember the five W's and an H. Have your child expand on those questions. Who were you with? What did you do? When did you do it? Where did you go? Why did you do that? And how did you do it? Positive acknowledgement increases positive behavior. Be specific. Overly general cheerleading falls flat. And expressing hope, caring, and support says, I really love you and want to help. Reflective listening is confrontational and shows you are listening. By repeating the speaker's words, the speaker is able to hear his or her own words and the speaker can clarify the meaning. It says you are really listening. Here are some examples of reflective listening. If you didn't get the meaning right, there is no penalty for missing the point. It gives you more information and a better understanding of what the speaker is trying to say. When someone gives you a lot of information, you can respond by summarizing what they have said. Summarizing is just a collection of reflections. It can involve paraphrasing. It can be a helpful and sensitive way to move on in the conversation, and it helps people feel heard. Use what is called the information sandwich when approaching any serious conversation with your child. First, ask permission to share your idea or recommendation. Then, provide suggestions or solutions. And then check for understanding and agreement of presented information. Using the information sandwich makes information easier to accept. It opens up communication and provides options for resolution and it allows for disagreement. Check for clarity and understanding. Teens may feel invalidated by peers, authority figures, their world, their siblings, and yes, even their parents. Teens feel validation by your acknowledgement that what they are going through, thinking, feeling, how they are behaving is real. Validate your son or daughter by letting them know their feelings are real and matter to you, no matter how insignificant the issue might be from an adult perspective. Teenagers want to be validated. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them, it means you have to make them feel heard. And once you master that, everything changes. Empathize. This can be difficult even for adults. Let your kids know you think their challenges or problems are difficult and real. Understand your child's risk of developing a substance use disorder to prevent or respond to use early. Genuinely and compassionately try to understand the adolescent's perspective. You do not have to agree with your teenager, simply see the issue through their eyes. Accurate empathy is critical. Talking with your child before substance use occurs. It is appropriate to start the conversation about substance use at a young age. Keep conversations age appropriate. Keep the conversation open and honest. Take advantage of teachable moments. Use positive and negative reinforcement. For middle school and high school age, talk about drug and related media. Ask how they feel about what they heard and know. Set clear rules and ensure your child understands your stance on substance use. Plan ways to get out of uncomfortable situations. Role play with your child. Consider a code word or phrase that will initiate a pre planned outcome. Let your child know they can blame you by saying, "My parents would ground me forever," or "My parents searched my room and my clothing." Make sure your child knows the rules and the consequences. Know your child's friends and their parents and communicate with their friends' parents. Preteens and teens can be very insecure. Offset feelings of insecurity with a lot of positive comments about who your child is as an individual. And remember, be specific. If there is a family history of substance use, do not hide it. Make sure your child knows that they are at a higher risk than their peers of developing a substance use disorder. Remain calm. Do not panic, no matter what your child says. Talk to your spouse, partner, or someone you trust. It is imperative that you are on the same page, even if you are in disagreement about your child's use and the next steps. Agree to create a united front in front of your child. Gather the evidence. Search your child's room for substances or paraphernalia. Teens and young adults are pretty crafty when hiding items throughout their room or on their person. Expect that your child will become angry, but listen to them as well as talk to them using the love skills. Let your child know that you love them and you are here from them. Before you talk to your kids, do your homework. Research the substance you suspect he or she is using and learn about it. Seek out support groups in your area for both parents and for your child. Decide or enlist the help of a professional to decide whether or not your child needs inpatient or outpatient care. Call your insurance company and find out who participates with your plan for both inpatient and outpatient care. Choose a good time to talk with your child, a time that you or your child or significant other are fully available, calm, and not rushed. Be prepared for all of the ways your child will deny use. A very common scenario is a child saying they are holding the substance for a friend or a recent friend that was over and must have left behind. This is an important step, but remember, using love and oars to listen and to ask open-ended questions while giving affirmation can really help the child understand that you care and you are there to support them. If you or a loved one are in need of treatment or have questions about substance use disorder, please call the Pennsylvania Get Help Now number. The Partnership to End Addiction provides a personalized support and resources for families impacted by addiction. They provide parent coaches who are volunteers who have personally been affected by a family member's substance use disorder. Some have children in recovery, some have lost children, and some have children who are actively using. And please visit our resources page for more downloadable resources. Thank you.